The other reason this is special, and it's not necessarily a great reason, is welcome back, and thank you for joining me for another reaction video. If you are new here, please don't forget to subscribe and turn on those notifications and you're good to go. We're back with more Kamelot, and this one is special for quite a few reasons. First of all, it showcases the new singer Tommy. The last singer I looked at was Roy, and Tommy's got some special guests and friends along for this one. It's Alissa from Arch Enemy and Elize from Amaranth. Amaranth is a band I get loads of requests for, and I can't wait to dig into their catalog and give them the respect and energy they deserve. It's also an official live video for Sacrimony, and we love the live stuff. The last one was awesome. I'm sure this one's going to do just as well, and really excited about that. Now, the other reason this is special, and it's not necessarily a great reason, is this isn't a first listen. I actually recorded this yesterday, but for the first time my camera failed me and it blurred out the footage so badly that I just couldn't feel good about pushing it out to you guys. No matter how much I doctored it and tried to fix it, I would never put out a product that I didn't think was deserving of your time or energy, and I believe in authenticity and honesty. I'd rather tell you it's not a first listen and do somewhat of a review, which will mean that I'm going to bring up things that I remember from when I filmed it yesterday, and I'll also bring up things that are potentially new and stuff that I missed. So it's part reaction, part review, and that's okay. Sometimes that happens. I also like the song so much that I didn't want to just cancel it and say, guys, you know, it missed out. We're not going to do it. I want to hear it again, and I want to make sure it has a place on my channel because that's special to me. So part review, part reaction. Kamelot featuring Alissa and Elize, Sacrimony official live video. Let's see what you got. Again. Okay, so I remember that hitting me so hard the first time. The double kick on that is intense, and you've got the keys taking quite a predominant lead sound. The guitar's playing this weird rhythm. It feels like I'm on a boat, like I'm sailing. It's this, and it's this palm muting piece that has its own percussive element to it. I think it's really cool. I remember how impressed I was when this started, and this is actually no different. In fact, I'm even more impressed because I'm starting to see a bit more with the bass and how that's working. Powerful start. Musically, it is one of those pieces that we know is going to form part of a bigger piece later on, and it's a special introduction. It's very cool.
Passing life each day, carve it on a wall. It's like a night without awakening. The truth is lost and maybe never to be found, like the shadows of my pantomime.
I want to say something about his singing. For him to be bent over and kind of on his haunches like that and get that vibrato so clear and pronounced, I really like his style of singing. I like his tone. I'm a big fan of him. I think he's an awesome singer. And something I didn't pick up the first time, which I'm hearing now, is when the guitar went into that more steely sound, more acoustic, less affected with overdrive and distortion, and it was much more like a background kind of strumming piece with not a lot of bass. Ironically, I'm hearing more of the bass now, and maybe it's because I'm looking for it. It's because I kind of know partly what to expect, and what he's doing with the bass work there is incredible. I want to know what his tuning is, because he's doing one or two picking pieces. He's adding a little bit of urgency, but then he's hitting some open notes which have a real low, almost growl to them, which is an indicator that the strings are a bit looser than your standard tuning. So it'd be nice to know what his tuning is, but he is a phenomenal player.
Truth is lost and maybe never to be found, like the shadows of my pantomime. When our world is down for the final feast, will there be someone to believe in me?
So listen to the drum work with the guitar there. On the palm muted and the open notes, you're going to hear the kick go into a very syncopated pattern because it's trying to emphasize each one of those chugs. And when you hear the snare, you're going to hear that guitar open up. And I don't want to discount what he's doing cymbal work and hi-hat wise, but those are the predominant features that are emphasizing more the guitar. It's very cool. I believe.
Voices echoing in my distorted mind.
Wait, wait. Was there like a vocal back there in the background? I didn't hear that the first time. Sounded like there was a vocal piece back there. Now I know he's got the two guest singers joining, but is that them doing a quick piece or is that part of a track? Chorus kills. Chorus kills. I remember that. I remember saying that distinctly. The chorus just owns, and there's something special about it. But I'm going to wait until the other singers come on to join in, because there's a part that I want to talk about and pay respect to, because I think it's a little different and it's a bit unique. But I love that melody. Love the melody, and his voice is just crushing it. Music is super pacey in the background. Ordinarily, you see it more dragged out guitar chords stringing and just strumming, and just running out and playing a canvas. But no, not these guys.
Tell me what they say that I'm supposed to know. Tell me every little detail. Make truth appear for me as distant memories, like pictures on a silver screen.
When it comes clear, the truth will appear. Forever out there for you there.
Sing for me, angel love. Calming me down, chaos inside my nebula. Make the wrong turn to right, the celestial light. Forgive my ceremony.
Okay, so wow. I mean, I was blown away by her vocal introduction. I know she gets more powerful towards the end, but really special what she was doing there with those winds and twirls of just not even necessarily words, but just phrasing and sounds that she was twisting, manipulating. Very beautiful, seamless between all of the different notes she was hitting and gliding between, because there wasn't actual runs to it. It felt like it was gliding up and down. I like the position of the stage. I like that you got the keys on the right, my left, your right, and you got the drums on the other side. And one thing I did mention is that his cymbals are kind of up at the top, and that's not your traditional setup. Normally they're just on front end stands. I don't know if there's a technical reason for that. One of them could be it's just more convenient for him to hit. Maybe he likes to hit them that way. It could be something to do with the way it's mic'd up to get them away from the kit, so that those cymbal mics don't pick up any of the snare or the tom stuff. You can isolate the sounds more. And the other thing may be visual. They may want to get it up there so you can see through and actually see more of the drummer. It may be a mixture of all of those, but I do like it, and it's just fun. Looks awesome.
Make some noise to me!
Okay, there where he went and he was doing kind of helping the guitars to the pieces. That's important to me, because it's not about whether he can play guitar or anything, but just understanding each other's parts so well and just knowing what they have to do and what they're doing to support you. It's like a chemistry. You can't fake that. You can't replicate it. We used to do that on stage all the time. Guitarists and bassists go over and help play each other's bits, do the strumming parts, do the lead work. And it's just an understanding of how that was pieced together and knowing that there was probably multiple inputs into how the song was written. It's just cool. Come on now. Okay, I won't go back. I'll leave it where it is because it's kind of moving into, I think, kind of the main chorus now at the end. But I love that. I forgot about that. I love that dual piece. I mean, I can't tell you why I forgot about it, because it's so special. But I like the fact that the keys put on an effect for that is somewhat similar to the guitar tone. So it does feel like a lead piece. It almost feels like 2 joules of a lead piece. The only difference being that you can hear some of the weighting of those keys, and I really like it. What impresses me is when you are on a guitar and you want to move up and down, you can either just shift or you can do scales, which almost create like an up and down pattern, and you can move up the guitar and do lead work. With keys, you have to almost overlap your fingers, and the speed that he's doing that at is remarkable. And he's so comfortable. He doesn't miss a note. There's a lot of technicality to it. I've always been blown away by people who are great keyboardist, piano players. I think it's a special instrument, and he is great. Okay, before they all go into it, because it's so good, so good. What I want to mention about this chorus, and now's a good time because you'll just hear the end of it and then you'll get to hear it again. Normally that chorus goes in a way when it starts where you think it's going to go, and that's a good thing. That's how you get melody and structure. There's almost this precog element to great songwriting where people can start to understand and predict a chord progression because we've heard other chord progressions. We've become familiar with certain songs and certain styles. The end of this chorus dips off in a way that changes the key and goes in a completely different direction. It almost distorts and twists it away, and I like it a lot because it doesn't do it in a way that takes away from what's happened before, but it does do it in a way that kind of makes me think as a songwriter, as just a listener, as a fan. I just think it's different, and I think it's really, really, really nice. You don't see a lot of that, especially when you have a chorus as good as they do. You don't see a lot of that.
When the road turns to right in a celestial light, I'll be your testimony. Sing for me, angel of afterlife, calming me down. Chaos inside my nebula, and when the wrong turns to right in a celestial light, forgive my sacrimony.
Elisa White-Gluz and Elize from Kamelot.
You know what? That was probably more fun the second time round. Music often is when you can participate with it because it isn't as familiar. And ironically, took a lot of pressure off me. I think people don't realize there's a lot of pressure on a first time listen when you're trying to pick up technical pieces. I feel like I don't want to let people down, and I want to get it right, and I want to get everything, and it's not possible. I miss a lot. I get a lot wrong. What my main goal is to find something that I understand and explain it in a way that someone who hasn't played an instrument can understand, because I think it provides a greater appreciation for the music and for the musicians. That was a lot of fun. I was very impressed by how Alyssa's clean vocal contributed there. When she came in, it was kind of part of the group, right? So it was part of that harmony backing piece. But there was a part where she pulled the mic away where you can definitely hear the impact she's making. And I would love to hear more. I would love to hear more clean vocals of her. So I need some help with a couple things, right? So next Kamelot song, you let me know which one it is and I'll get in the plan. I need to know which Arch Enemy song where I can hear Alyssa's clean vocals, and I need to know where to go with Amaranth. I need a lot of help basically, because the combination of that couldn't have been more wonderful, and I really, really enjoyed it, even if it was a second listen. I want you to also let me know what you think of these second listens. I've only ever done kind of first listens, and I've had a lot of people asking me to do reviews of songs I've heard before. And you know, my fear initially was if I've heard it before, or if I've heard it too much before, maybe I will just start enjoying the song and I won't be able to pull out certain pieces. They won't be as impactful as to me because I'll have already had that impact. So let me know what you think, and if you like it, I'm happy to do more of them. Yeah, enjoyed that one a lot and can't wait for the next one. So until then, please be safe, be nice to each other, and have a damn good day.